Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Fine Cider Friday. It's a little bit cloudy out here, so I'm hoping it's not going to rain, but I can see little spits on the glass, so we may have a brief Fine Cider Friday this week. But tonight, to share with you, I have something international. It was pointed out by a big fan of Fine Cider Friday that now I've been appointed chairman of the International Cider Challenge, that I should do some more international ciders. So we have something from Switzerland tonight, from Cidre de Vulcain, and I've probably said that slightly wrong and probably shouldn't be doing it with a French accent, but the artwork is spectacular. And Vulcain is the butterfly at the bottom, which is also known as the Red Admiral over here in the UK. But yeah, that's a fantastic label. And Cidre de Vulcain is run by Jacques. I can't pronounce his last name. I think it's Perritaz or Perritaz, who was a biologist. Decided he wanted a change, looked into winemaking, and then while he was doing that discovered lots of kind of forgotten apple trees in farmland around where he lives in the Fribourg area of Switzerland. You're gonna have to excuse the bird noise because they are chattering away tonight. But he sought out the owners of these trees and asked if he could utilize the fruit because they were just being wasted, falling on the ground and rotting, and they agreed, and so he started making cider. So let's open this one. This is the, I'll turn it around so you can see the name. This is the Transparente 2018, which is available from Cat in the Glass and Vino online. I think I got mine from Cat in the Glass a few months back, and it was around £15 mark, which, you know, for an imported cider of quality, that's a pretty good price. It's gone up a bit now, I think, with our exit from the European Union, which is unfortunate, but it's still available, the cider is, so check it out if you like what I say in a few minutes. But yeah, so Jacques been making cider since 2000, and it's a mixture of different fruits from different trees, all kind of low in tannin, low in phenols. So I'm expecting something kind of acid-led, crisp, clean. Jacques has as a mentor Eric Bordelais, who has been who we tasted on Fine Cider Friday before in the past, so you can look back at that video if you want. World-renowned cider maker from France, Eric Bordelais. So Jacques has worked with him, and Eric doesn't share many of his secrets with other cider makers. So to be a student or a mentee of Eric is a high praise. And yeah, right. Look at that colour. So there's a slight cloudiness to it because all of Jacques' ciders are naturally carbonated, so he bottles them before the fermentation is finished, and he does it through a process of several filtrations and racking to kind of slow that fermentation down and give some natural sweetness to be retained in the bottle. This is only 5%, so kind of like a keef but not like a keef. It's still the same kind of aim of reducing the yeast count and the nutrient available so that they undergo a really slow fermentation, but the multiple racking gives a different dimension to it. So let's see what it's like on the nose. So it's really fruity. It's a little closed because I got it out of the fridge not too long ago. I meant to get it out a bit earlier, but I can only have my camera crew for this short window, so we'll see how it goes. It opens up over the night, and I'll write a bit more when I post the video. It's got loads of tropical fruit on the nose, like kiwi and pineapple, and then it smells of green apples. You know, the green eating apples and bramleys and all those kind of acidic varieties, but they've got lots of fruit on them. Sorry, lots of fruit in front of them. It's really floral too. It uses only wild yeast, and there's a kind of honeysuckle type element to it. It smells really good. So let's have a taste. That is gorgeous. That is really good. Wow. So when I smelt it, I was expecting kind of a bosh of acidity, but because it's retained that natural sweetness through that process, it's really well balanced. The sweetness is not overpowering, it's not cloying, and the acidity doesn't give you a kick at all. They're kind of intertwined together. You haven't noticed it. It kind of dances across your tongue. You almost think there's going to be a sharpness to it, but then when it gets to the back of your mouth, there's just unctuous sweetness. The tropical fruit is there from the nose. It's actually not as strong. There's more of the pineapple, but if you eat pineapple, you get kind of that acidity on your tongue, don't you? That almost burning sometimes with pineapple. I find none of that here. Just that kind of gentle taste. It's really, really clean, lovely. You just want to sit and sip that for ages. I think as it opens up, as it gets a bit warmer, there's going to be even more come out of it. So we've got, the birds are so loud tonight. I hope you can still hear me, but that is just fantastic. So I mean, there's a lot of people who look at the price of these and think, you know, that's quite a lot of money for a cider, but actually when you think about the time, the skill, the fact that these are 100, 200-year-old trees, and Jacques has gone out and picked all these different varieties and gone through all these processes of racking and filtration over a number of months, and crafted this, it's well worth it. So if you are tempted, I'd say go for it. There's lots of different bottles of his on both Cat in the Glass and Buon Vino. Check them out, and yeah, you won't regret it. So cheers to Jacques. I've never met you, but amazing ciders. If I'm ever in Switzerland, I will come visit, and cheers to the weekend.